first of all, Philippa, what do you have there?
Well, if you've booked into a hotel in the UK recently, you might have been surprised about how much you had to fork out in extras above and beyond the room rate. Research by travel website lastminute.com found you could spend as much as a third again on a £100 booking. In particular, consumers complained about the cost of breakfast, minibar prices and Wi-Fi, with some hotels charging £8 for just 1 hour's internet access. Well, travel journalist Alison Rice has stayed in a few hotels in her time. Hi, Alison.
Hello.
Does this all ring true in your experience?
Oh, yes, it does. Free Wi-Fi. I mean, as a colleague of mine, a travel writer, has just tweeted me and said, free Wi-Fi, a basic human right, surely. And I look forward to the day when advertising free Wi-Fi is as silly as advertising free hot water. I get very angry at charges for Wi-Fi. I can't see the point of that.
I suppose hotels always used to make the money on the phone calls, but now we've all got a mobile phone.
Absolutely, yes, but we're not. I don't think we're going to let them get away with these very high charges. You know, up to £8 an hour for free Wi-Fi. And last time I stayed in a hotel, I think it was in Nottingham. Their TripAdvisor comments for the hotel were all complaints about the free Wi-Fi and instructions to the nearest Starbucks. So the hotel was losing out because everybody was going round to a coffee shop where they got free Wi-Fi and not buying the drinks in the hotel.
And because the other big one is the breakfast, isn't it? A full breakfast. People apparently quite annoyed at having to pay an additional £12.60 on average, but not everybody wants a full cooked breakfast. So isn't that a bit more acceptable?
That's the hotel's argument, that certainly people usually on business only want a coffee and a croissant, so why should everybody, pay the same rate in the room rate? But, I think what happens in Britain is that we see breakfast as a standard part of British hospitality, and, British breakfasts are famous around the world. And I think if you don't stay in hotels a lot, in the UK you sort of assume that breakfast is included, and it can come as a shock when it isn't. It happened to me recently in a not very good, expensive hotel in Brighton, and the breakfast was something like £18. So next day, of course, I shot down the road to a lovely cafe, had a French breakfast of my choice from a full menu at half the price, and noticed quite a few other guests in the cafe.
Is there a trend here at all for going down perhaps the line that the budget airlines take, where you get the basics and then everything else is added on?
That's a very good point, Philippa, and that's what I think more and more chain hotels, and some of the very posh hotels, surprisingly, are the ones that charge extra for things like car parking, Wi-Fi and breakfast. It is a trend, but I think this is the year, of course. We're all going to have our homework to holiday ratio is going to increase, as we're all going to spend a lot longer shopping around, researching value for money.
Indeed. Well,
value for money quickly isn't always the cheapest. It's the one with the most included extras.
Thank you very much, travel journalist Alison Rice there, Simon.
Philippa, thank you.